What's up, y'all? Anime Gamer back with another video. Tonight I'm going to talk about orbiting. This topic here is honestly just a pretty damn pathetic one, to be honest. I mean, it's a pretty pathetic one, to be honest. It's probably one of the more pathetic ones that you'll see around, but this is happening quite a lot, to be honest. A lot of young people's dealing with it. A lot of young people is going through this. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. So, you know, the question remains is, you know, you're probably wondering, what is orbiting? Orbiting is pretty much, you know, it's described as, you know, when someone pretty much will stop, when they'll stop communicating with you, you know, stop in real life stuff, and they're just, you know, what they're doing is, but they'll interact with you on social media, as in, you know, like, they'll like your posts, you know, watch your view stories and stuff, and, you know, this one, it's as pathetic as it sounds, to be honest. Like, it honestly really is, because the thing is like, I've even heard of instances like where one person, they'll break up with someone, right, and then, you know, a little bit later they'll start orbiting them, and it's like, you know, well, you're the one who broke up with them, so why go after them? You know, why are you trying to come back, you know? Another thing too is, the way orbiting can affect a person, honestly, is, you know, I guess it varies from person to person, I guess, depending on if they genuinely cared, but, you know, it can make you feel like, you know, you're being watched, obviously, on social media. Another thing too is, like, you know, it'll cause like anxiety, you know, make you anxious, especially with young people, you know. You know, it's mostly the younger generation, you know, Gen Z, my generation, that's doing this, you know, and like generation, you know, Generation Y, I think it is. I could be wrong. Anyway, the generation before Gen Z, I don't really know a lot of that stuff, but it's hard to keep up with all the terms and stuff. But yeah, the generation, my generation, which is before Gen Z, and actually no, it's Gen X, I believe. No, it's Gen Y, my bad. Yeah, because X, Y, Z. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Generation Y, and then Generation, you know, Gen Z is obviously having this issue, and you know, it can also mistakenly, obviously, you know, they'll mistake you for, you know, you'll think someone is interested, you know, and they're definitely not. So, I mean, it's just, it's a lot of stupidness, to be honest. This topic is, it honestly really is, and, but yeah, we're going to break down some stuff about it today, and this ain't going to be a super long video, but we're gonna break some of this down. So, you know, another thing too is like, you know, another thing is like, it'll always be like, you know, some sort of like orbit online, obviously, you know, and, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's real pathetic in my opinion. It doesn't make a lot of sense why anybody would want to do this, to be honest. But, people are weird like that, you know, and they're going to do weird stuff at the end of the day, and, you know, so, but, yeah, anyway, you know, one of the reasons that people will orbit, you know, is they're having some difficulty letting go, which is kind of weird to say when they could be more than likely they'd be the ones that initiate the breakup to begin with. It's stupid, honestly, and it's craziness. It honestly really is, and you know, if you're just gonna be like that, that to me, that's just, you know, not cool. It's weird. It's, I don't know. It's just, it seems kind of crazy to do. Like, yeah, right now the topic is orbiting. Yeah, it just seems real crazy to do because it's like, you know, why would you even bother wasting time with this? Like, you know, I don't know, it just makes no sense to me. Why would someone bother wasting time with this kind of stuff? Because, you know, it really makes a person look kind of dumb, honestly. Like, you know, you're sitting here saying, oh, you know, I want to, you know, break up with this person, but, you know what? My plan later on is to just go orbit them, watch their social media posts, like their posts, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, you know, like, what the actual hell? Like, another reason they do it too is like a dopamine reward. They'll feel like a bunch of dopamine going through them. And I do plan on doing a video about things that give dopamine rewards. That'll be an interesting topic. And yeah, they often feel like they're being watched on social media if you're a victim of this orbiting. Another thing too is like, you know, it doesn't help with the healing process of them breaking up with you. And another thing too is like with the difficulty letting go, they'll say, oh, well, you know, I'm kind of having a struggle to sever all ties with you, but you know what? I'm just gonna like your social media posts. I'm just gonna follow your social media posts. I'll comment on them. I'll watch them. You know, share them. You know, but like never talking to you at all. You know, and it's like, why the heck would someone even waste their time doing that? Is orbiting stalking? I would say kind of, yeah. In a way, in its own way, yes. Yes and no, kinda. It's kind of both, to be honest. They're stalking your social media, but in real life, they will have no contact with you. They've severed all that. But they will just kind of do it online, and yeah, it's weird stuff. It's weird stuff, and they will also view you as the backup option. You know, so they keep you around, and then they may hit you up through text or something, be like, hey, you know, you wanna go out on a date? You know, I'm kind of sorry, you know, for when I broke up with you. I kind of realized I was wrong. Broke up with you for no reason, you know. if someone does this, if a man does this to a woman or a woman does this to a man, do not take them back, honestly, because it'll just happen again. You know, and not to mention, you know, orbiting is not healthy behavior. It's very bad behavior. And I talk about all the time, stop rewarding bad behavior. Stop rewarding bad behavior because, you know, as long as you keep rewarding the bad behavior, it's going to keep happening to you. And it's just, yeah, you know, so it's like it kind of, it really also speaks a lot about the person too. Like, you know, if they loved you, they should mind their own business instead of orbiting. Yeah, I mean, it's because they're the ones that initiated the breakup. So it's like, you know, why would you go and do this? Like, I don't know. It seems kind of stupid to me, you know. It's very common among, you know, young people such as Generation Y and Z. I don't think I couldn't read the full comment because I'm on PlayStation streaming, but it kind of made it look like you said maybe they don't know what they're looking for. I wouldn't say that, honestly. You know, it's just, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it goes hand in hand kind of with like breadcrumbing, stuff like that, you know. A lot of these stuff the stuff I've been talking about, a lot of it's connected. A lot of it's very connected, and it's narcissist stuff. That's what it is, you know. That's what it boils down to. It's narcissistic stuff, and you know, if you're going to orbit someone, it's like, you know, I don't know. I just think that's kind of dumb. Like, and the thing is orbiting, you know, it actually can turn into real life stalking, actually. You know, there have been cases, back in like 2019, there was like a big study that came out. You know, I remember this, and they was talking about it, and there were some people, you know, that was victims of, you know, being orbited, and they come to find out they started being stalked in real life, and you know, it's like, what the heck, man? Like, when it comes to like which gender does this the most, I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, I guess probably about equal. Man, I have seen quite a bit of women do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of men that do it too. So, but yeah, it's just it makes no sense to do stuff like this, you know, and it also will send you. It'll also make you confused, you know. It'll give you mixed signals, stuff like that. You know, this is another one that gives a person mixed signals, you know, and it's like, you know, you feel stuck and stuff, and it's just, it's stupid stuff, honestly. Like, this topic here is honestly probably one of the most ridiculous topics I believe I've talked about yet. Because it's just, it's honestly just so pathetic, because, you know, if you're breaking up with somebody, why the hell would you even have their social media in the first place? Like, whether you broke up with them for nothing or like for a problem or whatever, like, you know, a lot of times, you know, it just makes you wonder, like, a lot of these way these people think, because I don't know, it just seems so so weird. Like, people are so weird and crap. It's just I don't know. It seems kind of like a thing that people do, like just because they're bored maybe, and they're like, hey, you know, I'm gonna keep this person as a backup option, you know, like, in case, you know, I can't find anything, damn it, in case I can't find anything, you know, and it's like, really, like, you know, I mean, if you can't find any, dang it, if you can't find anything, you know, it's like, keep looking, obviously. I mean, if you're genuinely looking, more than likely you'll eventually find someone. I mean, it may take years, maybe a decade even, maybe even longer than that. I don't know, you know. With women's standards today, there's, yeah, I mean, but that's a topic for another video. But it's just, you know, it's like if a person is orbiting, you know, and trying to keep you around for like the last option, it's like, you know, why would you allow that? Why would you allow them, you know, because obviously, you know, if they come back, you know, you're going to be thinking, well, they broke up with me. Like, why are they, like, on my social media? Why are they caring what I'm posting? You know, and it's like, because they're orbiting. And, I don't know. I feel like orbiting is very pathetic. It's very pathetic behavior. Like, and it's not healthy behavior. It's bad behavior, obviously, like I said before. And, you know, you got to stop rewarding the bad behavior and stuff like that. But, you know, another thing too is like, you know, that they may even try to convince you that they still love you. And it's like, you know, hey, you know, you broke up with me. You didn't take accountability for your own actions, but yet you still love me, you know. Like, that is one of the worst excuses I believe I've ever heard. Like, it's just stupid that anybody would even try this. Like, that's what I'm going to say about that. Like, it's completely stupid. And, you know, it's dumb. But, yeah, I mean, you know, it's obviously a good thing to create some distance and boundaries, obviously. Probably going to need to seek a therapist on this one as well, because this one will just really leave you confused and really questioning a lot of stuff, you know. So it's like, you know, yeah, you're gonna need a little bit of therapy probably. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I mean, yeah, it's one of those weird things that that people do, like, and I don't get it. I really don't. But people, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that do some weird stuff, y'all, like weird stuff. But you know, anything. Anyway, sorry. You know, it's like, you know, being orbited, you know, the victims that are being orbited is like, you know, they feel more, like they don't have basic needs from a partner. It's a lot different than ghosting. It's a lot different, you know, because like the ghoster vanishes, but you know, it's like the orbiter, they don't necessarily vanish. They just vanish from in real life stuff, but they don't vanish. They're following you on social media, stuff like that, you know, but the thing is like, you know, victims of orbiting, you know, have higher levels of like inclusion and threat to their basic needs, you know, as if they, you know, like put up against someone who was just pretty much rejected. So it's like, you know, that's not cool neither. But yeah, it's it'll also cause like orbiting. It'll also cause ambiguity. Is a word I would use. You know, because it's it's kind of like they have a mild interest kind of thing, you know, and then the other person would be like wondering if the other person's still attracted to them and might want to return to the relationship and get back together, you know, and then, but you know, and then others may just find it easy to just let go. But you know, there's actually been people that get back together like this, you know, and I don't know if any of them's worked out. I would say most of them don't, to be honest, because obviously if they're orbiting, more than likely there's a motive at play here, you know. If you're orbiting, in my own opinion, I don't think that person that you're orbiting was ever, like, they were never, so to say, like your first choice, you know. So it's just kind of like the backup plan that I mentioned. And, you know, like I say, a lot of this stuff, it goes hand in hand, y'all. It really does, you know. It's a lot of narcissistic stuff, you know, ego stuff, and people who don't care stuff, like, you know, and the thing is, you know, hardly anybody cares about anybody. And, you know, to be honest with you, most people don't even care about themselves, to be honest, let alone somebody else. So, you know, this stuff is running rampant, y'all. It really is. It is rampant because there's just so many people doing it, and I don't get it. I don't understand, you know, why people want to do this crap. Because, you know, it seemed like to me they would want to just kind of like settle down and stuff, you know, and nope. They don't. They do not want to settle down, and you know, they just they don't care, and you know, they only care when it's pretty much convenient for them, or convenient when they can get something out of you, and or they find out, well, that didn't work out with that other person. I'm going to go and orbit this other person, you know, maybe see if maybe sometime they'd like to get back together, you know. And it's like, you know, if you broke up with that person for just crap reasons, to be honest, like, you know, anybody would be wise to be like, hey, no, we're not getting back together. It's not going to happen, you know, so... I mean, the thing is too is, I mean, it's widespread, you know. So, but another thing too is, like, you know, they'll try to keep the other person around his backup, like I said, you know, and you know, it'll confuse them, it'll hurt their feelings, obviously, and they even may mute their own, like, social media from you, and you know, but another thing too is, like, people even do this with friends as well, like ex-friends. It's not just ex-lovers, to be honest, you know, it actually applies to ex-friends, you know, and it's like, you know, no, if you ended the friendship, no, I'm not, we're not playing that game. We're not going to do this stuff, you know, and just no, it's not going to happen, you know, so, but, you know, another thing too is, like, I'm also going to talk about, like, you know, what to do, how to deal with it. But you know, I mean, it could even be like a fling you had too. Even like, you know, like they may view like your Snapchat story or your Facebook story or whatever social media y'all got. I mean, I don't know a lot of the social media. I know like the main ones, but like I don't do social media, so. But it's just, I mean, it can even be someone like you briefly dated too. Like, you know, it's I would say it's more of kind of like someone you dated kind of thing, other than a friend thing, you know. And these people, what they will do is they will unfollow you when they break up with you, but then later on down the road, like you'll get a notification saying that they followed you again. And it's like, well, why are they following me? You know, they broke up with me, and or he broke up with me, or she broke up with me, and they didn't. They unfollowed me. You know, like you know, if a man's thinking, well, she broke up with me, you know, why is she following me back? Or you know, man broke up with a woman, you know, and she's like, well, why is he following me back? You know, he broke up with me and unfollowed me. And yeah, it's a very dumb thing to do. I said that at the beginning of the video, that this topic, it's really stupid, but I thought I would talk about it because it is a problem. It is an ongoing problem. But it's a very stupid problem at that. Like, I don't know, it just makes no sense, like, why people do the things they do. Like, it really doesn't. But it's just, you know, when it comes to stuff like this, nothing surprises me anymore. It really doesn't. Like, I'm not even joking, you know, because there's just so much bull crap that people do. Toxic behavior, narcissistic behavior stuff, like, damn. Another thing too is, like, you know, it's a very frustrating thing to deal with, though, you know, like, because, you know, I've actually been orbited before, you know, and it's like, you know, and I'll tell you what, like, I can actually give this example. Like, I've actually been married for 7 years, and the thing is like, you know, my ex, the one I was talking about, like, in another video before this, like the one that I was talking about I ran off to Indiana with, and I was with her for a while, you know, she still adds me from time to time, trying to hit me up, talk, stuff like this, and, you know, it's like, she doesn't even care the fact I'm married neither. Like, because, you know, I even told her, you know, I was like, you know, well, you're the one who cheated. You're the one who effed up. You're the one who chose to do the toxic behavior. You're the one who chose to betray me and turn your back on me. You know, because now she's saying, hey, you know, I shouldn't have done this. You know, that was a good man. That was the only good man I've ever been with. And it doesn't matter now because, you know, she made her bed, so she's got a lie in it. But yeah, she'll constantly do that. And, like, you know, orbiting me is what she'll do. And it's like, you know, it doesn't make me confused or frustrated. It just makes me angry, to be honest, because it's like, you know, and annoyed. Because it's like, you know, it's a very stupid thing to do, and, you know, especially if the other person's married, like, why orbit them? Like, I mean, like, that's even worse than orbiting someone that's not married. But, yeah, you know, some people, you know, they may just be later on down the line, you know, and be like, you know, oh, I wonder how so-and-so is doing, you know, and it's like, you know, if you honestly genuinely cared how they were doing, you wouldn't have broke up with them to begin with. Like, you know, like still to this day, now I don't know if this girl's telling the truth, but the girl that I was just talking about, she claims that one time I was sitting down playing games and whatnot, and me and my wife was talking or something, doing something, and apparently she like knocked on the door. You know, this. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is some weird stuff. This is like weird stuff that the people in the Matrix do. You know, so it's weird. So get ready for something weird. But she told me. She said she knocked on the door. Nobody answered, but then after she started walking away, when she walked away in the disc, she looked back and she saw that I answered the door. And the thing is I do not remember this. And she told me what color hair she had, you know, stuff like that. It's like, you know, you're just kind of making shit up at this point because, you know, I do not remember that, you know. And I don't answer the door anyway like that. Like, I don't answer the door a lot anyway, you know. Even if I'm home, someone could be sitting there knocking. It's like, you know, well, I don't really give a shit because it's probably someone either wanting to bother me or, you know, somebody, you know, in the area want me to come to church or something like that, you know. And it's like, no, I'll read the Bible at the house, you know. So I don't really answer the door a lot, you know. But it's just, you know, she's obviously still clearly interested. You know, like I was saying before, that's like they'll be still interested in you, you know, and it's just, you know, and I guarantee you, this happens to me like every few months, you know, this happens. And it's gone on for years. You know, blocking doesn't really work because she just makes new ones, obviously, so that's not going to really stop an orbiter, you know, if they're really desperate. But, yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, it's a very agitating thing to deal with. Like, it really, honestly, genuinely is. Like, it's crazy crap. Like, it honestly is. But, you know, I know they would say, you know, how do you deal with an orbiter, block them? This does not always work because it doesn't work in my case, like I just told you. And, you know, the thing is, you know, yeah, I'm the one who left the relationship, but I left it due to her cheating. So, you know, if she had really wanted me and a life with me and whatnot, you know, wouldn't have done that. Wouldn't have cheated. Wouldn't have done none of that stuff, you know. But, you know, instead, you know, it's like trying to hold on hope. Because I remember this time I told her, like, oh gosh, this was like 5 years ago. And I told her, I was like, you know, hey, you need to kind of stop messaging me. You know, I'm married. I'm clearly not interested. You cheated anyway, you know, and even if I was single, I wouldn't take you back because, you know, you betrayed me and all this other stuff, you know. And, you know, she was like, oh, no, you're not married. You're just saying that because, you know, you're still mad at me or something. And, you know, just all this crap, you know, like that she would say, like, oh, I was either still mad or I was still butthurt or I was still upset or still sad or, you know, something, you know. And kid you not, like this woman here, I literally had to literally, no joke, I had to go and tell her again, like, you know, hey, you know, I'm married, so, you know, there's no reason to message me. There's not really any reason to message me, even if I wasn't married. Like, you know, there's no reason to message me. You're the one who screwed up. You're the one who effed up. You know, why continue to do this kind of crap? You know, and it's just, it's pathetic stuff, honestly. And, you know, you also, you know, yeah, you can mute them, you know, hide their activity and stuff on social media, but if it's in my case and they're continuing to make, like, more new accounts and whatnot, that's not going to work. Like, that's honestly not going to work. And So it's like, if they're like that, and they're making new accounts, I really don't know what to tell a person because it's just never going to end. I mean, yeah, you don't have to reply to them. I get that. But it's like, hey, you messaged me. Why are you messaging me again? I've told you thousands of times, stop messaging me. But they don't do it. They do not stop messaging you, and they want to. They want to keep, what it is, they want to keep you as a backup plan if they've got somebody. And if they don't got somebody, they want to keep you as kind of like a, on the side kind of type stuff. Like, hey, if all falls through, I could maybe get this person back, and it's like, that's stupid too. Like, if you're the one who cheated and you think, like, say a woman cheated on a man and like you think you can get that man back after he left you for cheating, you're more stupider than I thought. Like, literally, like, you're more crazy than I thought because, that is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And the same thing goes for like most women. They will not take back a man who's cheated. Now, I mean, some of them will actually, but when it comes to a man, if a woman has cheated on him, that's it. That is it. He is not going to deal with that. And he's definitely not going to take that person back. Like, why would he take that person back if, because they're just going to do it again. If a man's got a woman who did that, the woman's just going to do it again. Or if a woman's got a man who did it, they're just going to do it again. It's like, the saying, once a cheater, always a cheater. That saying is true, y'all. Like, if someone's cheated on you, you gotta forgive them and move on, but like, do not get back with them. I mean, I can't stress that enough. But it's just it's real stupid crap. Like, it honestly really is. Like, and another thing too is like, as I was talking about before, with that girl, like, constantly bothering me like every few months, and that gets very tiring. It gets very aggravating and stuff, so, but yeah, it's a weird world out there, y'all. A lot of weird stuff going on, especially within the Matrix and stuff, and a lot of weird stuff people do, with breakups, relationships. It's just full of weirdos and people doing all these toxic behaviors and, glorifying the toxic behavior and rewarding the bad behavior. And, it's like, no, but anyway, another thing too is like, if you're being orbited, it's like, just, I'll tell you what you could do, you could just get off social media, that, and kind of, get out of the Matrix, that would be the best option in my personal opinion. But, it's just, it's very crazy stuff, like, but, sorry, I had to get a drink there. If they're doing this stuff, well, yeah, I don't either, but like that girl, like I was saying before, I do have Facebook, but I use it kind of for like wallpaper and stuff. And, kind of like, getting waifu pics and stuff and, all that stuff, so it's like, That's why I use it. But anyway, I don't really talk to people on there or nothing. But yeah, like she would constantly do that. It's like, you know, she was like, oh no, you're not married. And I was like, dude, like, y'all, I literally kid you not, I had to, like my wife was reading a book one time while this was going on, and it's like, you know, well, I mean, I can send you proof, I mean, if necessary. So she was like, yeah, you know, I don't believe it, you know, you're just saying that to not get back with me, and, you know, you're still mad at me and stuff, and I was like, all right, you know, okay, well, you know, send her a picture of this woman on my bed. You know, literally had to send a picture of my wife on my bed to this girl. And like, you believe me now? I mean, you know, I told you I was not effing around. It's not a joke, you know, and, you know, but, oh man, when I sent the picture though, y'all, when I literally sent the picture, man, she cussed me out. Like, she cussed me out bad, and, you know, was saying stuff like, you know, how could you do that? And, oh, you know, all this other stuff, and then, you know, come to find out, just cussing me out over it all, and, you know, a few months later, kid you not, messaged me again. It was like, hey, I'm sorry. You know, why don't you just kind of break up with her, and, you know, we can get back to the same old crap, you know, like, and it's like, you know, yeah, you know, it's like, you know, am I really that stupid to break up with someone I'm married to just to get back with someone who's going to cheat on me? Like, you know, you would have to be the biggest fool and idiot in the world to do something like that. Like, you know, it's like, you know, and I don't even have feelings for her anyway, you know, like anymore. But yeah, she'll do this all the time. And, you know, it wasn't that long ago she messaged me again, like not too long ago. And, you know, I was like, you know, she was like, you know, oh, well, you know, I want to talk about the problems. I want to do all this stuff, you know. It's like, you know, why, you know? I mean, what's the point? You know, because it's not going to serve no point to talk about it, because you done did what you did. I'm over it. I don't care. You know, I'm not getting back with you. You know, stop orbiting me. That's, you know, that's kind of how it pretty much is. You know, she is orbiting me on Facebook, even though I don't even use Facebook for just wallpaper. She still orbits me, and, you know, she knows whatever I put my profile picture to, she knows it's me, and you know, like, and everything. So it's like, you know, that don't work neither. Blocking her don't work. I've done that too. And, you know, what she'll do is I'll say something that, you know, nope, I'm not doing this, not doing that. She'll block me, get mad at me. Then she'll unblock me or make a new account. And it's like, you know, what's the purpose of all this? Like, for real, like, what's the point? Because, you know, you're wasting your damn time. You know, and it makes no sense why you keep doing this. But yeah, that's no joke, you know. So I know what it's like to be orbited too, you know. So, but yeah, it is a waste of time. It's like, you know, when I get messaged, I'm like, oh gosh, you know, like that's what I'm like, you know, because it's like I'll see it come across up there, because my ex's name was Victoria, and every time I see her name come up there, I'm like, oh gosh, you know, like, I'm like, you know, and it's just, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it, and it's like, you know, like, and I'll tell you another thing, she kept trying to get me to play, like, Dead by Daylight with her and stuff, Minecraft, and it's like, you know, I made up every excuse in the book, and she got mad, saying, oh, you just don't want to play with me, and it's like, no, I don't want to play with you. Why would I want to play a game with someone who cheated on me? Why would I want to do that? You know, that's pretty much like, you know, sitting down with the devil and saying, hey, Satan, you know, you wanna have a good meal, you know, you've caused me a lot of pain in life, but yeah, let's sit down, have a meal, catch up, and, you know, just have a blast, you know. You know, that's what that's like saying, and, you know, it's just, it's very pathetic stuff, though, y'all. Like, it's very pathetic stuff, and, you know, and I don't really care if she sees this video, neither. I really don't. Like, but, you know, it's just, it's pathetic behavior. It really is. Like, a lot of times when people mention orbiting, I've got to laugh about it, you know, because I know I'm going through it. I go through it every couple of months. So it's like, and I'm married, too, so it's like, you know, it's pretty bad when you're married and you're being freaking orbited, you know, so, like, you know, it's like, you know, you're married, but yet your ex is orbiting you, and I don't know, it's just, it's weird behavior, y'all, it's very weird stuff, and, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time for the person you're bothering. It's a waste of time for that individual. Yeah, she still does want me even though I'm married because she knows she messed up. She knows I was a good man. She knew that I could be a good father. She knew that you know that I was a rare breed. She knew that, and you know, she chose to mess it up and got with some person who didn't give a crap about her. And, you know, sorry, I don't care. You know, that's your problem, not mine. Yeah, I'm literally orbited every few months, y'all, seriously. Like, and it's like, you know, it's very aggravating. I can honestly say when I say it's aggravating, 100%, very aggravating. But, you know, I don't really need therapy for it. I don't. I mean, a lot of other people might. But me individually, I don't. You know, and, you know, like, yeah, I know. And it's like, you know, another thing, too, is like asking me to play Dead by Daylight with her. It's like, you know, that's just stupid. That is just stupid. Like, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you hurt me badly, but you know what? Yeah, let's sit down and converse and chat and, you know, play a game or two, you know, let's, you know, no, that is just, no, not happening. And, if any person is doing this, like orbiting you like that, you know, it's very difficult to do something about it because, you know, in my case, they just make new accounts or something and follow you. And the whole story about, like, you know, her saying she came down here and, you know, stuff like that and stuff, you know, I don't believe that for a second. I mean, but then again, it wouldn't surprise me if she actually did have the nerve to come down here because she's actually told me she wants to do that. Like, she actually told me several times she wants to come down here, like if she's not busy or something. And it's like, you know, I know, you know, if you come down here, yeah, sure, yeah, I want you to come down here. Like, yeah, to tell your ass off and tell you, look, you know, no, you hurt me badly. There's not going to be any chance of getting back together. I'm completely over it. Like, you know, yeah, you can come down to hear that, but, you know, that's something I could just tell in a text, you know. So it's like, but, yeah, you know, like, she's constantly always bringing up, you know, because it's like, you know, she was like, oh, you said you'd play DVD with me. And it's like, you know, hey, no, I didn't. You know, I didn't even say I would. Like, you know, that's just you wanting me to. And Yeah, she was always like, you know, hey, we can get on Minecraft and we can build a house together. You know, it could be our house and stuff, and it's like, you know, no. No, thank you. You know, so long, move along, you know. Like, there's a song that I write to her, like, if you've ever heard the band All American Rejects, it was a band, you know, that came out when I was a teenager, obviously. But they have a song, it's called Move Along, and that song, honestly, every time I hear that song, it reminds me of her. And, yeah, you know, it's just, it's weird stuff they do, y'all. It really is, you know, and if they're doing that kind of stuff, you know, it's just, nah, you know, get away from me, you know, and it's just, it's crazy stuff. Like, why would you even want to do that to begin with? And it's like, yeah, I know, wow, that's right, yeah, like, you know, but it's just, I don't know. It's pathetic behavior, honestly, but yeah, I thought I would get on here and make a video about orbiting, because, you know, like, I know that it's going to happen again to me, so it's like, you know, I was like, you know what, I could probably tell this story, you know, on an orbiting video, and, you know, kind of give a good example of it and stuff, so, you know, there you go. But there's a lot of weird behavior out there, y'all, really is, and, you know, it's hard to get past all the BS. You know, there's so much BS going around, and way too much BS. But yeah, I guess I'll wrap this one up. I do got another topic to talk about, which I'm going to go live with it here in a few minutes. But yeah, the orbiting situation, it's very weird stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you're being orbited and, you know, you're kind of dealing with something that I've got, the only thing I can honestly say is leave social media. Like, that's all I can honestly genuinely say. Like, I mean, I don't even use Facebook Messenger really, you know, unless it's like, you know, to communicate with a group, like a group that I'm in, you know, but that's about it, you know, and then I'll see her message pop on there. It's like, oh gosh, you know, so, but as a matter of fact, you know, I might, if she tries to do that again, I honestly might just send a link to this video to her, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, just stay safe out there, you know, and if they do become to stalk you in real life again, like that way, try to get some help with that, obviously, you know. So, but yeah, that'll wrap it up for this one, honestly. And, you know, so I will be live again here in a few minutes to talk about the next topic. I'm going to talk about submarining. That's a very interesting topic too. So, but yeah, it's weird stuff. It's very weird stuff, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna end this one here. Like I said, God bless you all, and y'all see y'all in the next one.